I'm Marley.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Kendra. Welcome to Cafe Hachidori.
Alright, so what do we have to drink this time? Kendra?
I still have crazy amounts of Theraflu because I have a super cold.
Yeah. Maria?
I got myself a hot mug of chai.
Ooh.
And I'm smart enough not to say chai tea because chai means tea. What you got, Marley?
Well, what do you think I got?
You have got some sort of a hot chocolate thing, I sense, over on your end.
No, it's a green tea-based drink.
I
Honey,
know.
what do you think I am?
I know.
You got your hopes up there, Kendra.
No, I didn't. I was trying to be funny, but it's not because I'm sick and not very funny.
It's fine. Alright, we're gonna jump right into Animation of Yuri on Ice.
So, the animation for this was screen capture worthy.
When I first saw it on the air, it was incredible to me how many frames they had for the whole show. Because usually weekly TV series don't have that much budget or frames to draw. So the fact that they animated every single skating routine and sequence was like incredible. Just watching the opening video was amazing.
Yes.
But then, yes, the screen caps will show you just how much detail they put in there.
Yeah, especially because, like, figure skating is one of those, like, sports that requires such an intense amount of movement and, like, agility and grace that, like, you know, most people can't just, like, here's some figure skates, go do this. It takes, like, a lot of time and a lot of training and a lot of perfecting the positions of the body, and being able to see somebody be able to animate those kinds of movements so beautifully was just, like, incredible. Like, every time I would even see the opening, I'm just like, this is great, this is gorgeous, I'm gonna go cry.
And what helped with that kind of the amazingness of all that is they actually hired choreographers, like professionals, and figure skaters to dance out the routines so that the animators could study their clips and actually animate and trace their movements from that. It's all very realistic.
Yeah, they had professionals.
They did their research.
So they had live studies to animate off of, which helped with the realistic and smooth movements.
Similar to stuff that like Disney did with their original hand-drawn stuff.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I really loved the animation for it, especially with the skate sequences, and just the dedication to the skate sequences. Because you're right, Kendra, this is one of those, it's different because it's a different type of sports anime. And most other sports animes, they can just do a cutaway, you know, from the action of what's going on, or it's passes, or baseball where they hit the ball and it goes, you know, there isn't a focus necessarily on a single athlete, and in figure skating it is a single sport, which is very different than most of the other ones because you're competing against people, but you're on your own when you are doing your competition. So they really did have to focus on the animation of those sequences, and they did a pretty good job, and they're going to do a better job as it continues forward.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited.
I'm highly considering buying the Blu-ray set because they're redrawing all of the anime for the skating and whatnot. It's like how for Weekly Shonen Jump, the mangakas, the artists will draw out whatever they have, and then when they turn the drafts into the comics, they'll make it cleaner and brush it up a bit.
Yeah, that's what's basically going on. They put a lot of heart into this series, and it was very clear.
Which is why we love it so much. Such beautiful anime.
Anybody want to discuss the backgrounds of this anime? Because they're really detailed and they're based off of actual scenery, and it's just incredibly realistic.
Yes, let's do that, because I was like, what else about animation? Because like it's really not just the skating. But yes, the backgrounds are absolutely gorgeous. The locations are on point for everything, in particularly European countries. The skating rinks are absolutely gorgeous. They took the time and effort to know where their skaters were and what their skaters would be doing while they were in those cities, which was really nice to know. You know, rather than them just putting them in that city and being like, well, this is just the backdrop. It's like, no, like they're in this city. Why don't they go exploring?
Yeah, like while they were in Barcelona, they had that shot of the church. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head now, but it was gorgeous and it was really well.
The Sagrada Familia?
Yes. the Sagrada de Familia. But I think the funny kind of thing is that they were like current enough to at least like, because you know that church is extremely, extremely old and very, very valuable. So almost there's always one part of it or another that's always under construction, and they were able to do that. And in a lot of the other cities that they were in, just have these really accurate and beautiful representations of like really kind of famous touristy spots. Because you know, when you travel to do things, if you've never been there before, what is it that you're gonna do? You're gonna check things out.
There was like a series of photos online of people taking pictures of the actual places that were used in the anime alongside some screen caps of the anime, and they compared it side by side, and they were exactly as you would see it on the screen and in person. Like, it was quite incredible.
Which is completely 100% their dedication, again.
Yeah, the only things that were different were the names of places, obviously, including, like, Hasetsu. Hasetsu's not actually the name of the city, but it's similar.
Copyright. Ain't nobody got time to go through lawsuits.
I guess. So I'm not sure if all those backgrounds and settings are due to Kubo-sensei, the mangaka's work and research, or if it's the animators' efforts in going to the locations and surveying it themselves, but either way, it was really well done. I applaud.
Yeah.
All the claps.
The pets of Yuri on Ice are absolutely gorgeous, and they are animated wonderfully with their own personalities, and yeah, so they're all animated with their own personalities, they're all animated with their own species, so like they move like the species should, and they're so super cute. I hate them all.
I know, they're just so adorable. Yuri's little cat and Pichi's hamsters. Of course, Magachin, everybody's favorite mascot.
Because he's so cute.
The hamsters.
He is a good boy.
Yeah, the pets are cute. Just, it's like, there's so much in this show for animation-wise that you just gotta see it. And I could talk about it, but it's not like, I don't know, I don't think that there was anything really hugely revolutionary in this show in terms of animation techniques or animation stuff for a show in general, other than the fact that they really did do their research on their locations and really did their research on the skating and put the effort into those two things.
There was nothing novel about the technical stuff, but just the bold attempt to animate skating was impressive.
And they did they did a really wonderful job with it.
Yes, it was breathtaking.
So that's like the only thing I can really think of.
You know, I love the Yuri on Ice ending sequence, but looking back on it, it really doesn't have that much movement.
No, they're usually just kind of stills.
Yep, a lot of like Instagram-looking photos and some stills, frames of lights. It's so cute.
I do. I like the way that they're drawn. They've got like, they're realistic in that they have like really cute, like, and accurate like placement. They have like the cute little filters on them and everything.
Yes, and the little tags and the comments and everything and the likes are so detailed.
So this doesn't have to do a lot with animation. Well, yes, it does. I guess it does, because everything in the show is animated. But there are some rules about filming ice skating that I don't know if a lot of people know. One of them is that you should not ever film the back of a skater. So if you're watching a skate routine live, they have multiple cameras set up because they have to be able to cut between the cameras so they're always showing the skater's face and not like the least amount of their back showing, right? And in the skate sequences, when they were animating all of these, it is as if a camera was actually following them, which was really wonderful.
That reminds me, I was thoroughly entertained watching this show because it has so many different kind of shots of the skaters opposed to real figure skating broadcasts, because usually it's just a pan, like a full body shot the whole time, just following the skater going around this rink, but occasionally you'll see their behind or a close-up of their face, and then like you'll cut to the audience and go back to the full body shot and maybe focus on their legs only. Like, there were so many different kind of cuts. It never got me bored.
Yeah.
So I think that's the freedom of animation opposed to having real cameras. Anything else?
No, I think
Nope. All right. It's time to wrap up.
If you like what you heard, please like and subscribe us.
If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description below.
We hope you join us again at Cafe Hachidori. See ya!
Bye-bye.
Bye!